geldiği zaman bu şarkıyı duyacaksınız ve tıpkı Tiger'ın yapacağı gibi bu koreografiyi yapmanızı istiyoruz sizlerden. Harikasınız. Ve şimdi maçtan önce koltuklara dağıtılan patpatları görebilir miyim evlerde? Patpatları görebilir miyim? Tıpkı maskot Tiger'ın yaptığı gibi hazırlamanızı istiyoruz sizlerden bu patpatları. Tempo tutarken bu patpatların yardımı olacak. Tüm ünleri görebilir miyim havada? Tüm ünler.
It's all to play for in the CEV Champions League semi-finals here on Eurovolley TV. A very warm welcome to Istanbul in Turkey and another world-class European volleyball encounter as home side Eczacibasi Dynavit ISTANBUL go head-to-head with Italian side Igor Gorgonzola NOVARA in the second leg of their semi. We're in the Burhan Felek Arena here in the Turkish capital, and the chips are certainly down for Eczacibasi. Handed their first defeat in Europe this season in the opening leg, beaten 3-2 in Italy last week, which leaves tonight's match deliciously poised with a place in the super final still very much up for grabs for both teams. Simon Golding with you for all the action, and as always we've got courtside seats for you right here on Eurovolley TV for what could be a battle royale this evening. And as the players arrived at the stadium earlier, all the variables are open. If Novara wins the match by any scoreline, they go through. If Eczacibasi win 3-0 or 3-1, they go through. But we've also got the possibility of a dramatic golden set. If the home side win 3-2, it'll be a shootout to 15 points for a place in the championship match. It really is all on the line. Tijana Boskovic, the superstar of this Eczacibasi team, and there are the Novara team who look pretty relaxed despite those pictures there. I can tell you during the warm-up they've looked very relaxed. Christina Kirakela, the captain, there at the back, and it'll be fascinating to see who gets the start. Kenya Kaka says in your picture has been getting plenty of court time, but that's the woman that's going to make the difference for the Novara team tonight. She certainly did in the first leg. Ebra Karakurt in that first leg was brilliant, and they came back from 6-2 down in the fifth set, the Italian side, to win it with an ace from the Turkish superstar Ebra Karakurt. So the team's in the dressing rooms and ready. Let's hear from some of the players and coaches.
I'm good, thank you.
Today you are far away, final match, another one match, and how about your feelings?
We know that today is not going to be easy. Novara is a really strong team and they are going to fight till the end. But our goal is to give everything we have, leave it on the court together as one team and one unit.
And good luck, our heart with you today.
Teşekkürler, thank you.
Mackenzie, welcome home again. Last season you played Eczacibasi Dynavit and you very well the team. And today, what is your feelings about Eczacibasi Dynavit and your ex-teammates?
Yes. You know, they're all top people, top team. They're doing exceptionally well this season, so we of course only expect the best from them and hopefully bring out the best in ourselves too.
Good luck, Mackenzie.
Thank you.
Birlikte Tiger'la beraber tüm eller havada gelsin o zaman müzik şimdi.
Well, it's all to play for in the CEV Champions League semi-finals here on Volley TV. A very warm welcome to Istanbul in Turkey. And another world-class European volleyball encounter as home side Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul go head-to-head with the Italian side Igor Gorgonzola NOVARA in the second leg of their semi. The other semi-final, Fenerbahce versus Vakifbank, guarantees us a Turkish finalist from that leg. And it could be an all-country classic if Eczacibasi can down Novara this evening. We're in the Burhan Felak Arena here in the Turkish capital, and the chips are certainly down for Eczacibasi, handed their first defeat in Europe this season in the opening leg, beaten 3-2 in Italy last week, which leaves them in an interesting position tonight, but it is deliciously poised with a place in the super final still very much up for grabs for both teams. All the variables are open. If Novara wins the match by any scoreline, they go through. If Eczacibasi win 3-0 or 3-1, they go through. But we've also got that possibility of a dramatic golden set. If the home side win 3-2, it'll be a shootout to 15 points for a place in the championship match. Well, Simon Golding with you for all the action, and as always, we've got fantastic courtside seats for you here on Volley TV for what should be a battle royale this evening. For Eczacibasi, well, we know that their captain, Serbian star, the boss, Tijana Boskovic, is going to need to be at her World Championship MVP best to cancel out Novara's Turkish opposite star, Ebrar Karakurt. And a factor in Eczacibasi's superbly balanced lineup is the fact that they do have some seriously good internationals to call upon. There is Karakurt in the pink and blue for Novara. Played a massive role last week in that comeback from 6-2 down in the fifth set to eventually win on a Karakurt ace. There's a former Eczacibasi player in the American, Mackenzie Adams, maybe starting for Novara tonight, we will see. In terms of what Eczacibasi can bring to the party, they've got a great middle combination. They've got Jakisar of Trinidad, Belgium's Laura Herman, who may not start. Also, Yasemin Guveli can come in to that trio. As Kenya Kaka says, and she, alongside other outside hitters, American Mackenzie Adams and Italian Caterina Bozzetti, will need to be all over the serve reception with libero Eleonora Vicino if they're going to control what can be a mighty serve from Eczacibasi. And the liberos on the Turkish side of the net also going to have to be on their guard. Karakurt more than capable of going on ace runs. But Novara have another potential ace up their sleeve. Not in the ace department, incidentally, from the service line, but in terms of their middle blockers, the leading blocker in the tournament at the moment, Anna Danesi, alongside fellow Italian international captain Cristina Chirichella, will be looking to control Eczacibasi's high-powered offense. All the ingredients are there for a very, very big night. And the Tigers, as Eczacibasi are known, will be growling, that's for sure. But will they be able to take down the Novara Mosquitoes, who were certainly buzzing last week at home? Well, the last of the formalities over. Let's take a look at this lineup for Eczacibasi. Tijana Boskovic will be leading the line, and from then on it's international quality all the way. Maja Ognjenovic is the playmaker. She will run the show. Should be Irina Voronkova starting in the outside position with Hande Baladin. There'll be some pressure on those two on the left side, but can Novara bring that pressure away from home? Cristina Chirichella and Anna Danesi, the two stars through the middle, but Ebrar Karakurt in the biggest number 99 on her jersey, the Turkish opposite, 23 years of age, was a superstar with her MVP performance last week at Novara. She needs to deliver again tonight, big time. Stefano Lavrini and his opposite number, Ferhat Akbaş, the two coaches tonight. Pressure's on, that's for sure. Beautifully observed minute of silence for the situation that's befallen Turkey and Syria in recent months. Well, a chance for Eczacibasi to recover from their first defeat in Europe this season, handed out by Novara last week. And at home, they have been very good. Tijana Boskovic remains the key. Huge amount of points for her so far this season, 132, 27 points in game one. But there's Ebra Karakurt with her 27 points in the opening game, took the MVP. Before we meet the teams, let's meet the two officials. Matthias Ewald of Germany and Roy Ben-Simon of Israel will be in charge as first and second officials, respectively. So referees are in place, and time now to get our two teams out onto the court. Ferhat Akbaş awaits. It'll be the visitors, Igor Gorgonzola NOVARA, that will be heading out onto the floor with their starting lineup first of all. And here they come in the pink and blue. Carlotta Cambi will be the playmaker. Bozzetti will be out on that left side. Kitakela starting through the middle, the skipper. So no surprises as yet, and former Eczacibasi player, American Mackenzie Adams, out on the floor as well, along with Kenya Karkazes. Ebra Karakurt takes her place in the lineup, and this Novara team are looking to go big, and they need to. 3-2 was a great win last week, but against this Eczacibasi team and crowd, don't forget, here in Istanbul, it's going to be tough. So a little look at how this Eczacibasi team will line up. Boskovic opposite Ognjenovic. Guveli gets the start with Sinead Jack Kissel through the middle. Voronkova and Baladin will be the two outside hitters, with Simgi Akosh in that libero defensive position. And on the other side of the net, Novara starting with Kitakela and Denesi through the middle. Alaria Batastoni is going to start as setter ahead of Carlotta Cambi, with Ebra Karakurt opposite, and Kenya Karkazes and Katarina Bozzetti through that left side. Well, interesting stuff down there on the floor. Cambi's been the setter for most of this season, but she's going to get the start in that playmaking position for Novara. It's Handi Baladin. Just double checking everything's all right out there on the floor. I thought Denesi was Adams, but it is Denesi middle blocking with Kitakela. And it is the Eczacibasi former player that will start on the bench for Novara. There's Voronkova. Another big role to play alongside Handi Baladin on the left side of court. Maja Ognjenovic, the setter, will have her go-to weapon in Tijana Boskovic, the boss, the captain of this Eczacibasi team. Wow, what an evening ahead. The scene is set. Novara, if they win the game, they win the tie. But Eczacibasi will certainly have other ideas. This match is still very much in their control in terms of the final destiny, but it's going to have to be a huge performance from the Tigers at home tonight. We're good to go here in Istanbul with the second leg of this Women's CEV Champions League semi-final, and it should be an absolute cracker here on Eurovolley TV. Away we go then with the second leg of the semi-final between two fantastic clubs. Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul, the Tigers in the white shirts, get this game underway against the team in pink and blue. And what a start from the Igor Gorgonzola NOVARA superstar. Ebra Karakurt puts her first kill on the board. And what a way to start this match. Novara won 3-2 in Italy last week. So they are marginally in the driving seat, and they get caught out early by Serbian setter Maja Ognjenovic, starting as the playmaker with her Serbian World Championship captain Tijana Boskovic in the opposite position. Liberos Simge Akosh, and then it's Guveli and Jakisal through the middle. And on the wings, Voronkova alongside Hande Baladin. That's the starting players for the team in white. Eczacibasi, and that is a very tidy start from the visitors, Novara. Kenya Kakasez, the 36-year-old Cuban, out on the left side with Katerina Bozzetti. So no start for former Eczacibasi player, American Mackenzie Adams. And then the other players for Novara, a start for Ilaria Battistoni, normally the backup setter to Carlotta Cambi. She's out on the floor with this woman, Ebra Karakurt, opposite, who starts with a huge serve. And that's a massive hit from Voronkova. What a pickup. Oh, wow. And already this game has come to life. Superb stuff. Two teams that know each other so well after the 5 sets last week, but it's Novara that make a great start. Any win by any scoreline for the Italian side, Novara, means they will be going through to the super final in Turin. A 3-0 or a 3-1 for Eczacibasi gives them the victory. A 3-2 gives us, from a neutral point of view, a spectacular golden set. Karakurt drills one out, but a solid start. This is big night. This is a big night for Ebra Karakurt tonight. No doubt about it. Been playing in Italy for the last few seasons, but very much a darling of the Turkish crowd. International escapades. Not the best pass from Kakasez, and it turns into an ace. Quite chase it down, Battistoni. Wow, that reaction from Boskovic tells you all you need to know, and she misses on her second attempt. 4-3 Novara in this race to 25. Goodness me, wow. Time to take a deep breath, I think, as we look towards an incredible game ahead. Listen to that crowd, determined to be the extra player. Boskovic out of system. She has to do that all night. Ace and a kill for Eczacibasi's captain, fantastic. Voronkova back to the line, the Russian, 27 years of age, weak spiker, has a very good jump serve, 90 points in the tournament so far. Kakasez contains it, Bozzetti goes quick ball out wide and just manages to find a seam between Sinead Jakisal and Maja Ognjenovic. Ognjenovic, 38 years of age, the oldest player out on court, the setter for Eczacibasi. Goes wide to Hande Baladin. Well, big game for her tonight. Both she and Voronkova will be tested, and they have to come up with a good bunch of kills to take some pressure off Boskovic, and the better they can be left side as Eczacibasi tonight with those two players, the more chance they have of beating Novara. Sinead Jack, the Trinidad and Tobago player, with the serve. Karakurt forced to tip and tips wisely. It's a brilliant pickup. Really good from Sinead Jack. Good continuation play off the block. And our first scrappy rally, it's still in play. Two great defensive digs from the middle blocker, and Kakasez has hit it out. No touch on the block, and Ferhat Akbar showing his colours pretty early. The Eczacibasi coach getting involved. How about that? First the tip, and then the dig on full power. In the end, the hitting error from the Cuban gives Eczacibasi the lead in the match for the first time, 6-5. Slightly better pass. Danesi can't put it away. Good work overhead from Karakurt, but still Novara just a little static at the moment. That's long. Karakurt getting quite emotional there after that point. And that's going to be a problem for her tonight. She's going to have to keep those emotions in check. It's a Turkish crowd that love her, but tonight she will not be their favourite. Turkish international playing a volleyball in Italy for the last few seasons. And after a good start from Novara, I was just about to say things not looking so good, but Yasmin Güveli and Maya Ognjenovic missed their combination through the middle. Well, it'll take a little time, I think, for this game to settle down. So much riding on it tonight. Batistoni, good serve, nice pass from Voronkova, and then that slide attack out of play. So 2 failed middle attacks to Güveli from Eczacibasi. Means we're level on the scoreboard again. Seems almost impossible for this game to be anything but fiercely close. Good stop. Denesi takes her 27th block of the campaign. Well, she does it with monotonous regularity. Brilliantly organised. Best blocker in the Italian league last season. Voronkova shanks a pass. It'll be key tonight. She and Baladin have to stand up to the test. Baladin goes into the block of Denesi. They get a replay. Boskovic out of system, gets it off the hands. Good control. Oh, Batistoni didn't need to take that, but it all works out okay. Passes it straight to the libero. Facino puts it on a plate for Karakurt to come in and hammer away. Karakurt picks up another point on her way to 200 for the tournament. Lovely ball in. Karakurt getting a lot of traffic early on, and she's hit it wide. Another error from her. Ognjenovic returns to the baseline, which means Boskovic is in the front court. They'll need her height. Good finish by Güveli. Yasmin Güveli making up for that earlier couple of errors. Swing. Beautiful swing from Bozzetti on the reverse. And just like Eczacibasi, Novara are going to have to rely heavily on their 2 left side players. Bozzetti on her 1 rotation on the right side gives a good swing. She and Karkazes are going to have to stand up to the serve here tonight. They're also going to have to deliver their own serve, and you can tell how much pressure these players are under. There's been a huge preparation in the lead up to this game. For both teams, this is potentially a season-defining evening. They can make it through to the super final. Both teams heading for a big finish to the season. Karkazes leaves it comfortably wide. Well, she's all smiles at the moment, 36 years of age, second oldest player on court. Karkazes. Denesi to serve, Novara sneak ahead again. Good release, beautiful release from Ognjenovic. Novara will be loaded on Boskovic for most of the evening, so for her to be able to pull off a set like that, beautiful hands. Just remember legendary Dutch setter Peter Blanche talking about his reverse setting and getting those thumbs involved to get the ball quick on the reverse ball with as much disguise as possible. No disguise there, pumped out wide to position 4, and Karkazes have missed another one. It's a good pass as well from Bozzetti. Eczacibasi sneak ahead. Well, she's been going for the hands of the blockers, Karkazes, but hasn't found her range just yet. Middle player Yasmin to serve for Eczacibasi in the white. The Tigers hanging in there in set one. Another wild hit. It's 3 big spikes out of court from Karakurt. And this is a little worrying for Novara. It's the last thing they need for Ebrar Karakurt to have a bad night. Timeout called by Stefano Lavarini just to calm things down a little. A bit frantic out on the floor for the team in pink. Stefano Lavarini, 42 years of age, coached South Korea at the Tokyo Olympic Games. 10th season as a head coach, 2nd or 3rd with Novara, and looking the part now. He's managed to assemble an excellent squad, and still in the running for the Italian title, and for this European title, but huge effort ahead required from its players. Karkazes finds what she's been after for a while now, the blocker's arms. A big block to beat as well. Traction next to Boskovic. Now we're back to the Karakurt service, we're back to the crowd giving her the bird. She's got to get ahead in this game. And it's not going her way at the moment. The youngster being tested at the moment. And after her serve, it then goes to the opposite player on the other side of the net, the captain Tijana Boskovic. Good pass from Bozzetti, nice feed on the reverse, and Kirikella gets her first kill of the game. Well, with a couple of jump serve misses, Karakurt's made 5 errors at the moment in the match. So actually not contributing a positive scoreline at the moment. It can't remain like that if Novara are going to win this game, surely. Oh, what a serve. What a serve from Kenya Karkazes. Thumps it down the line. Novara are going to take on Baladin and Voronkova down that side of the court. She put another one in, 14 all. No, takes the pace off. Easy pass for Akos. And a nice finish from Voronkova coming in. Off her line, finds the seam in the block. And as always, Maja Ogienovic's distribution is excellent. High tempo start to the match. Few errors indicating the pressure the players are under. But both teams delivering. Lovely, lovely feed. And Kirikella hammers it, but she's hammered it out. Beautiful set as well from Battistoni. Well, just a reminder, Novara can lose this game 3-2 and still have a chance via the golden set. What they can't do is lose the match 3-0 or 3-1. Otherwise it'll be over. Oh, what a pickup from Singit. Beautifully put back into play. Easy pass for Facino. Over on 2 from Battistoni. Not bad from the Italian setter. Just keeping the blockers guessing. Builds in an extra dimension to that offense. Fantastic piece of defensive work though from Singit, and then nice play from Battistoni to finish. Kirikella then to serve, the Novara captain. Oh wow! Oh, that's insane! What a hit from Boskovic. Well, she's already connected with a couple tonight that have flown, and that is the fastest spike of the game. Beautiful swing. And Marjanovic is using her captain wisely. Japisal out for the moment. In comes Ekec. This is all about serve and defence. Back up wing spiker puts it into play. It's a good serve. Pressure on Karkases. Bozzetti hammers it, and good defence. Substitution working so far. Boskovic way out of system, goes straight into that magnificent block of Danesi. 2 blocks for the game then. Danesi starts strongly, the substitution reversed. Good effort from Yaprak Ekec, but not quite. Not quite the point anyway. Batistoni to serve. Karakurt comes to the front court. We're starting to see a bit more shape to the match now. Nice pass from Baladin on the reverse to Boskovic in system. She's been roofed. Oh, what a stop from Bozzetti and Danesi. 2 blocks in a row on Boskovic. It's all Bozzetti, and that was going out. That was going out, and it caught the hand of Boskovic on the way. But hey, no pictures on a scorecard, they all count. 3rd swing in a row, Boskovic puts it wide. And we've got another twist in this tale. Well, as you would expect on a relatively close call, coach is going to have a look at this, just stopping the game for a video challenge. 2 per set. If you win it, you keep it. If you lose it, you lose it. And that is a phenomenal challenge. The speed that Boskovic hits it at, in normal speed, it looked just wide, but Ferhat Akbaş spotting that this was compressed onto the line. Beautiful stuff. Accurate hit. And after being blocked twice, it's another kill for Boskovic, and then Bozzetti follows up with her 2nd kill right side, so that's been a useful rotation. 1 block and 2 kills for Bozzetti. Good seam to find there. Now remember, she missed her serve last time around, Katerina Bozzetti. Puts it in this time, no, way long. Passers looked interested for a moment. Away it goes, and you don't want to be missing your serve in the business end of the set. 19-18 Eczacibasi. Baladin, deep, well passed by Fasino. Middle attack from Danesi as well, picked up by Igenovic. Boskovic can't get past the block. Voronkova can, but it's out. The Russian deliberately tipping for the arms of the block, and she's missed it. Oh, cracking block from Danesi. Really good continuation play from Eczacibasi. Karakurt got her arms out of the way in time. 19 all. Boskovic again doing a lot of work out of system at the moment. Karakurt in off the wing. Beautiful aggression. Well, forget all the errors that Ebrar Karakurt has made in this game so far, and just enjoy that point from a Novara point of view. Right when she was needed. 2019 timeout called by Ferhat Akbaş of Eczacibasi.
When there is a gap, zone 6 go that way. Even 6-5, no problem. Okay? Because she steal the ball from the gap. She mistake outside. You are free to give one side out for sure. Their block position is good. Make sure that we pass good. Last ball was that throw. Right, let's go.
Plenty of points being made there about where they do not want to let Karakurt aim. So he wants those intermediate positions covered by block and defence. He wants to force her to hit wide. And he believes if Karakurt is forced to do that, then there's a better chance of her missing. 2019 Novara, what an opener. Danesi serves. Good pass from Voronkova. Gets the return ball and bangs it cross court onto the line. And she bounces back after an error to put a kill away. Again, good speed of release from Marjanovic. sure that tempo is nice and high. Yasemin to serve. 20 apiece. Not down. Well picked up by Yasemin. Boskovic off the top of the hands and away. Eczacibasi sneak a break on their own serve. And they need these points because Karakurt is next round to the service line. If they can go there with a cushion, it just gives them some protection. 1 point probably won't do it. Can they sneak another? Karakurt under pressure with the pass, on the reverse to Karakurt, well contained by the block. And the tip down the line works this time for Voronkova. 2 kills in a row for her. More importantly, it's 2 points to guard against the power of Karakurt's serve at the back end of this opening set. Second timeout called by Stefano Lavrini.
We are too early in jumping now. Wait a little bit also with Boskovic. As like we catch the ball while we are going up instead when we are dropping. Vai, andiamo, via.
Trying to keep it all calm. It is, even with the experienced pros, it can be an issue in a game like this where you just get a little over-revved. Jump a bit too early, try and jump too high, and he's made the point there, possibly going early on Boskovic. Just wait a beat before you block. Easier said than done. However, it's the day job that needs attending to first of all. Side out required for Novara in this opening set. Otherwise, they're in deep trouble. Karakurt hard into the block. Well picked up by Fasino. Karakurt gets the touch away and gets another vital kill. And here we go. This is what could decide the first set. Ferhat Karakurt goes back to the service line. Ferhat Akbaş still has a timeout up his sleeve to use here if Karakurt goes on a tear-up. Big blocker moved into front court. Julia Ituma comes into the lineup for Battistoni. No setter on the floor for Novara. Someone's got to do the job. Bozzetti skips in to play. Nice dig from Simge on the angle on Karakurt. Tight one. And Boskovic gets it off the fingers and out. Karakurt's service run is over. Novara's chances in this opening set might have evaporated too. Ituma back onto the bench. Ilaria Battistoni comes on to make the play. 2 points required with Boskovic at the service line. All looking good at the moment for the home side. Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul, and it looks even better now. Oh, what a serve and what a kill. And Jack Kisar puts it on the floor for 3 set points for Eczacibasi. Well, they'd love to do it on their serve if they can, but they're going to have the luxury of another couple of swings. It doesn't work this time, but they can attack twice for the set. And when you've got Tijana Boskovic in your team, that really does mean you hold all the cards. Does Maja Ognjenovic go to her Serbian compatriot? Out comes Karakurt, who has served well. She's got an ace, remember, in this match tonight. She's been taken out. It's all about serve and defense now for Gaia Giovannini. The whistle hadn't gone. That is a very good timeout from Ferhat Akbaş, just as everybody got revved, and our German first official, Matthias Ewald, in this deafening crowd noise, didn't hear that signal.
Left side, right side, then block it. Okay, but make sure that out of system they have very strong block. Okay, if you are in trouble, hit the ball in front of everyone and go other side. Okay,
Brilliant thinking from the Eczacibasi coach there. That's going to cause even more pressure for Giovannini at the service line. So one successful side out, or one error from Novara will be good enough for Eczacibasi. Here we go. And it's an error. Timeout was just brilliant. 25-22, Eczacibasi storm into a 1-0 lead. And the possibility of a place in the super final is very much on for the home side. Well, what a start to this match. Unbelievable stuff. 27-minute monster set. When you consider the 5 huge sets the two teams played last week, this has been a monumental battle. And the crowd here in the Burhan Felek Volleyball Salonu, the arena here in Istanbul, are making a deafening noise. That was the serve out to give their team the set. The Tigers are certainly roaring. Tremendous venue, very close to the Bosphorus River, a miss-hit jump serve away from the Maiden's Tower, which you may remember featured in 2 James Bond movies, From Russia with Love in 1963 and then The World Is Not Enough in 1999. One of the iconic views here in Istanbul. In fact, one of the iconic world views, looking out past the tower across the river. And this venue itself is just tremendous, absolutely rammed tonight with crowd, and a home crowd that want just one thing: victory for Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul, and they've started well. Both teams trying to reach their second Champions League final. And if the Turkish side do it, well, it'll be an all-Turkish final, with Vakifbank and Fenerbahce playing tomorrow night. Fenerbahce lead that semi 3-0. And there we go, there's the tail of the tape in the opener. Both teams working their socks off. Well, Novara knew this was always going to be a huge test, and despite that incredible win last week at home, coming here to the stronghold of Istanbul is always going to be a tricky trip in European volleyball, and it's proving to be the case. 25-22, good opener from Eczacibasi. Just fantastic pictures here on Eurovolley TV from that first set. Really good opportunity to see the kind of athleticism, power and speed involved in this match. And these two teams working tremendously hard, but what a start for the home side. Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul winning the first set. And just to remind you, if they win 3-0 or 3-1, they win this semi-final regardless of that 3-2 defeat at Novara last week. Moskovic looks happy. We're good to go then with set 2 here in Istanbul. In the pink and blue, Igor Gorgonzola NOVARA. They won the first leg in Italy, but they've got their work cut out here in Turkey in leg number 2 against their opponents. Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul took the first set 25-22, and remember, if the Turkish side win 3-0 or 3-1, they're straight through. If they win 3-2, then we go to the incredible golden set to 15 points. Can you imagine the atmosphere here in the Burhan Felak Arena if that happens? So, set 2 underway. Good hustle from Novara. Battistoni making a great piece of defense. Carcassez gets stopped. Didn't make an impression in that first set, the Cuban. Danesi did, but misses the overpass kill. And the rally continues. Voronkova can't put it away. Goes to Boskovic to sort it out. And the boss, as she's affectionately known here, the club she's been at for 5 years, well, puts it away as far as she's concerned. The officials and given it the other way. It is being called out. Of course we're going to get a video review, because the celebrations from Eczacibasi were instant. Boskovic is convinced this has hit the line. And remember, on this video challenge replay, the ball compresses. If it compresses and like that, it's touched the line, it's in. Well, that hasn't even touched the line. That's 20 centimetres inside the line. And that's what the technology's there for. So, another successful challenge for Ferhat Akbaş of Eczacibasi. And there's the shot in real time. She pumps the living daylights out of the ball. There's Tijana Boskovic. But it was a good team performance from the home side in set 1. But Karakurt has to deliver now for her Novara team, not putting the ball away at the moment. Carcassez isn't putting it down either. Oh, what a swing from Voronkova, what a pick-up from Fasino. And what a rally in general. Oh, Novara defend again. Carcassez cannot get past that block. Karakurt. Well, she gets past it, but did she get off it? Referee says no. Karakurt demanding a video challenge. Ferhat Akbaş continues to celebrate. Oh, what a dig from Fasino. Karakurt has missed. She missed quite a few. It's her 6th error of the game in open play hitting. There's no video challenge. It was out. And Novara are in a mess here. And that could be on the line, you know. It is on the line. Oh, my goodness. Well, Novara under pressure, pump it up to the ceiling. And a terrible mix-up on the call means the ball drops in play. Bozzetti's easiest kill of the game. 2-all. Danesi with the serve. Hande Baladins is a great pass from her, and what a swing from Sinead Jakisal through the middle. Second time that Ognjenovic has used her in the early part of this second set. She's got such a rangy arm swing. It's a brilliant hit. Lovely pass from Bozzetti, and middle attack by Battistoni, rather telegraphed. Carcassez again can't put it down. Oh, wow, what a hit out of system from Boskovic. Fasino defends. Karakurt gets the ball back on her head, and Fasino can't quite keep it in play. Well, no alarm bells ringing just yet, but there will be a fair amount of concern on the Novara bench, because Eczacibasi looking very confident at the moment. Novara are struggling to kill the ball. Boskovic with the serve. Carcassez into the block and out. Solid swing from the Cuban. Didn't always play for Volley-ball, her previous club, but signed in the off-season for Novara and has had a lot of court time. Karakurt still remains the key for Novara. Jump serve followed by out of system swing, and she puts it away. That might just settle things down for her. A lot of errors in the early part of the first set, but if she can stabilise her performance, set 2 onwards, she will be an influence. Listen to that from this Turkish crowd. To the Turkish superstar. What a shot. What a shot from Voronkova. And both she and Baladin have started out on the left side very well indeed. Error hit first up, but she's had 3 very strong swings since. And Voronkova will serve. Gives it everything there, but just tickled the net. Gave Bozzetti a chance to pass. Karkazes with a good angle, but Simye with a great kill. And what about that? That is world-class volleyball from Eczacibasi. I promised you exactly that tonight, and it's exactly what the teams are delivering, but that is top draw. Huge swing, beautiful defence, and that from Ognjenovic is perfection. Absolutely on a plate for the huge swinging Eczacibasi. Another good serve from Voronkova, decent pass from Karkazes, and Kirikella rolls it into the net. 3-point lead for the home side. Well, the omens at the moment are very good. The Turkish team, Eczacibasi leading by 1-0, 3 up already in set 2. Karkazes is struggling to put the ball down. Boskovic isn't. Another unbelievable kill. You really can't be much further out of system than that. Ognjenovic with a beautiful set. Just watch this from the 38-year-old Serbian. Beautiful. 4-point lead, timeout called by Stefano Lavarini for Novara.
Dobbiamo battere con più aggressività. Non ci sono le battute morbide sul libero. Or powerful or no balls on the libero. If you want to change, it's the receiver to roll shots like this, but go to push. 10 seconds with Voronkova. Give more block goal, but stop and cross.
Well, he wants his team, Lavarini, to go even more aggressive, but it's aggressive hitting that's taking the ball either down into the block and giving Eczacibasi a chance, or the hits have just gone wide of the court. Those errors at the moment hurting Novara, but Eczacibasi pushing all the right buttons. 8-4, the home side lead in set 2. Good serve, well passed by Fasino. Again, the block intercedes. Oh, wow. That's a crazy set from Ognjenovic, and Kirikella's not letting that past. So Eczacibasi, after a strong start to the second set, finally gets stopped. Novara captain Kirikella doing the job. Now, no joy for Karkazes in front court, but she could get a few points here. Pace-off serve, easily passed by Simge. Boskovic out of the back line. Just so much power at her disposal. What a brilliant game of volleyball. Given an absolute treat here at the moment. It's a bit of a masterclass in set 2 from Eczacibasi. Fasino beautifully passed again. Clever tip from the experienced Italian international Caterina Bozzetti. There is a caveat though to how well the Turkish team are playing at the moment. Exactly the same thing happened in the first leg. Novara got off to a blistering start, went 2-0 up. Back came Eczacibasi. They even led in the 5th set by 6 points to 2. And then Novara clawed it back. Out of system for Baladin. No, doesn't get a hand on it. Batastoni has to set it, and that is tremendous. Oh, what a lineup on Karakurt. 2 Turkish internationals next to each other, Yasemin and Baladin. Really nice block. Only Baladin, I think, got all of that. Along with a couple of very good kills as well and some nice passing. The left side is working for Eczacibasi. 2 in a row. I think it was Yasemin that got a bit more of that. And the shoulders have dropped. Karakurt is under pressure here. Monster block twice in a row, and Stefano Lavarini is frustrated. Yeah, that was all Yasemin. Heavy hit cross court, well defended by Simge, and then a great piece of work off the hands and away. Well, at the moment, Eczacibasi are obliterating Novara, and Battistoni is the player that is sacrificed. So the starting setter leaves the court. In comes the setter that joined Novara halfway through the season to replace injured Olympic champion Jordan Poulter of the USA. Carlotta Cambi is in. A little bit of a nervy first set. Posetti into the block, and then, well, she's the sort of player that would have defended that ball off the block. Looks to her teammates, and there's no one there. She at least tried to use it, but Boskovic was waiting. Goodness me, 13-6. Janovic serves. Novara in serious trouble here. Another brilliant piece of work. Good defence from the 38-year-old. Well, they're swinging away as hard as you like. The blocks are really in business here. It's a great shutdown from Novara. Baladin is roofed by, of course, Danesi. She is some player. Another block for her. Third of the game. Good lead. Nice bit of dodgeball played there by Simge Akos. Well, changes being made by Novara to try and cover things. Carlotta Cambi is in, 25-year-old playmaker, to try and change the course of this second set and the match, because at the moment Eczacibasi are on their way to the super final. Karakurt roofed, third time in a row, and she got a bit of afters there from her Turkish teammate Yasemin Güveli, pointing out the fact that the middle blocker has got this to bounce off Karakurt's head, right off the top of it. 2 fantastic blocks in a row from Yasemin Güveli. Ituma in for Karakurt. More changes. Horrible pass from Karkasez. Bosetti lamps it out of court. This set's gone. This set has gone from Novara's point of view. And for the home side, Eczacibasi, they are in dream territory, in total control of this match at the moment. Second timeout used by Stefano Lavarini already. So new setter on court for Novara in Carlotta Cambi, and also a new opposite, another young Italian star in the making, teenager Giulia Ituma, coming on in the opposite position. He's going to let Erbara Karakurt just cool her heels for a little while. Just try and get a few people recovered. That's the substitute that happened before. Karkasez has now been relieved of duties. So 3 changes for Novara, and in comes the former Eczacibasi player, American Mackenzie Adams. And they target Adams immediately. Decent pass. Lovely swing from Bosetti, but it's out. It doesn't count. If it's not inside the court lines, you can bounce it as high as you want. It's out. Well, this has gone badly wrong for Novara in set 2. Nightmare territory, 17-7. Eczacibasi are piling the pressure on, despite that serve error. Well, all Novara can do now is turn their attentions to trying to do what Eczacibasi did to them last week and come back into the game. Again, Simge Akosh in the right place. She's having a good match. It's a nice pick up from Bazzetti. Adams manages to save it, but it's a free ball, Eczacibasi. And again, distribution from Ogienovic is good. Nice defence from Camby. Adams tries to go hard at the sideline, but Simge's all over it. And that is a huge hit. Oh, wow. Vronkova came in off the line there with one thought in mind, and that was to hit this ball physically as hard as she could cross court. What a stunning rally here in Istanbul. Finishes with a point for the home side. Yasemin to serve. Good pass from Adams. Good swing, really nice from Danesi, but well covered until it finally bounces back into the hitting window for Danesi to punish it. Well, they're trying to be relaxed about this, Novara. This set's gone, they know that. So they have to refocus their energy on the sets to come, and a little bit of momentum at the back end wouldn't hurt. Bit of trouble here. Good save from Danesi. And a nice swing from Adams. But she's getting picked up a lot on that angle by Simge, the libero. Ituma's first hit of the game is good. Well, that will keep her out on the floor for a little while longer. I wouldn't be surprised to see her go into the 20s, and then maybe Karakurt will come back on. Clever use from Ituma, but she's got a chance to make a name for herself tonight as the young opposite. Oh, it's good hustle. That's good hustle from Danesi. Two great pickups from the middle player. And two quick points for Novara. Well, no drama yet for Eczacibasi, but that's enough of a little momentum change for Ferhat Akbaş to call a timeout for his Eczacibasi team.
That's good. Make sure that we are 1-to-1 with her, okay? And make sure that you follow middle. They need to play 7 left side more, okay? Ituma is inside. You don't need to worry. Out of system. Wait more for this, okay?
Well, the danger for Novara tonight, and they knew it, was always going to be that Eczacibasi got it together at home in front of this crowd and just romped home to a 3-0 victory. They've done that to so many teams during the course of this season, both domestically and in Europe. The only tournament that they didn't come to the party in was the World Club Championships. Boskovic demanding a touch. Novara blockers say no touch. And if you want to check it, and they are going to check it. Now, usually, when the video is asked for a block touch in the modern game, usually the blocker would own up to it, but nobody is coming forth here. A change of events after Eczacibasi charged into the lead. 3 substitutions. It's in. It's not about block touch, which is what Boskovic thought she had. It's about whether the ball's in court, and it is in court. Once again, she's absolutely mullered it. And it's compressed onto the line. 19-11. Drama over. Well, temporary drama for Eczacibasi. Boskovic serves. Not great from Novara. See what Adams is trying to do. She's trying to pass on the front foot and then continue into a high tempo offense out left side, but just got that pass too flat. Eczacibasi into the 20s. Another cracking serve, ace from Boskovic. Second ace of the game for her. former Eczacibasi player Adams, welcome to the court with an absolute onslaught from the service line. They've gone after her all the way here. And again, better pass. That's that high tempo offense I was talking about. But the blockers very much alive to that, and then the net takes the ball wide. It's another point for Eczacibasi. That graphic is not wrong, 22-11. Carlotta Cambi out again. Didn't start the match. And didn't look too happy about it either, but back to the bench. Battistoni in. Carcassez back on the floor. Indication that she'll be starting the third set. I nearly said last set then. That's what it feels like at the moment, the way this Eczacibasi team are playing. They have absolutely torn Novara to shreds in this second set. At last, some respite from the onslaught. So, Stefano Lavarini will be considering his options for set 3. Tuma has that one kill, tipping off the block. And a decent serve as well. Oh, it's great work from Battistoni to keep that in play. Carcassez has to go with the power tip. And Voronkova just works it straight past the diminutive setter. She's had a good game tonight, Voronkova. Hardest I've seen her hit the ball this season. Well, it's incredible. 24 points to 12. 12 set points for a 2-0 lead for Eczacibasi. Voronkova nails it. It's down, it's over. And Eczacibasi lead Novara by 2-0. They are 1 set away from a place in the CEV Champions League Super Final. Well, the Tigers fans are understandably jubilant here in Istanbul. Their team are flying, hung in nicely to win the first set, and then they have powered through the second set. Still a lot of long rallies to take it out to 24 minutes, but 25-12 in the rally point scoring system is an absolute thumping. And Eczacibasi are on the verge of something pretty special here, but remember, Novara not out of it yet. If they come back from here to win it in 5 sets, unlikely as that may seem, we've seen stranger things in the sport of volleyball, but if they can do that, they still go through to the super final. If they can fight back and win 2 sets, even if they lose the match, we're going to need a golden set to sort it out between these 2 teams. And from the point of view of Igor Gorgonzola Novara now, well, they have nothing to lose. The pressure should be off. Let's take another look at some more fantastic slow-mos from set 2. Well, as you probably understand, highlights from a set that was won by a team 25 points to 12 are going to be in favour of that team, and that was pretty much all Eczacibasi, and mostly Tiana Boskovic, although Voronkova and Hande have contributed well. Yasemin and Jackie Sal through the middle have been solid, and a number of quite fantastic pickups and very solid serve reception from the libero. Simge Akos, 31 years of age now, the Turkish national squad player, in the right place at the right time. And Ferhat Akbaş and his Eczacibasi team have done their homework on Novara after last week's game. So the flow of the match, 2 sets to Novara in leg 1, followed by 2 sets to Eczacibasi, followed by a single set to win the match by Novara. But they've lost the first 2 here. And that reaction from Stefano Lavarini will tell you all you need to know. He thinks his team are not playing. And from this point on, the pressure really should be off Novara. It can't get worse. Well, it can, in the sense that they might lose the next set by the same scoreline, but if the game already feels like it's over, then you just go for it. No smiles now from the experienced Italian players. Fassino in the middle of Kirikella and Danesi. Let's hear from the 2 coaches then.
Coach, how was the first two sets?
It's good. So far we dominate the game with good block defense. Serve rhythm is good. So the game starts to be easier for us, but nothing is finished. Novara is a very strong team, so we need to keep our level high.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, perfect stuff from Ferhat Akbaş. He doesn't think this game is over by a long way. Let's see what Stefano Lavarini has got to say. He was not a happy man in that timeout area. I think his mood will improve if we do manage to get an interview with him. Here we go, let's hear from Stefano. Well, bear with us. We've definitely got Stefano Lavarini there in front of the camera. Here we go.
Coach, how was the first 2 sets for Novara?
Very bad. We are not efficient enough in service. That is something that can help us to give them problems. And also we are not attacking with the right choices. And so this makes everything really hard for us. We hope to be able to come back.
Thank you.
Full marks to Stefano Lavarini. That cannot be an easy thing to do when your team has just been torn to pieces by the opposition in a set. 25-12 in set 2 means that Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul lead this semi-final comfortably. They need 1 more set and they are through. And the hunt for a second Champions League final does indeed continue for the Tigers. We're good to go then with set 3. The atmosphere here in the Burhan Felek Volleyball Arena in Istanbul has been stunning. The home side, Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul, have ridden the back of that atmosphere quite brilliantly. It's not a good start to the second set, to the third set even. By Handi Baladin serving into the net. But overall, Eczacibasi's performance in this match has been simply stunning. So the Turkish side in the white, the Tigers, as they're known, need 1 more set. If they can win 3-0 or 3-1, then they are through by right. If they win the match 3-2, which would require Novara in the pink and blue, the Italian side, to stage a monumental comeback. But if they go 3-2, we'll have a golden set. For Novara, the positivity is that they can still win this match in 5 and still go through straight. But to do that is going to require a huge effort. No surprises then. Stefano Lavarini returning to his initial instincts for this match, starting Ilaria Battistoni at setter and starting Ebra Karakurt in that opposite position. And Karakurt has been silenced tonight, but she still holds the key for Novara. And listen to that from the crowd. Used to the adoration of the Turkish fans usually. It's It's been anything but tonight, and that rather tells the story. A ball contained by the block, good hit from Voronkova, but that was in the air a long time, and neither Bozzetti or Karakurt went for it. 2-0 then. Eczacibasi on the verge of a second Super League Champions League final. Karkasez off the hands, and Novara just need to settle things down here. They've got a lot of experienced players out on the floor. 36-year-old Cuban Kenya Karkasez, 28-year-old Katerina Bozzetti, experienced internationals, and captain 28-year-old Christina Kirikella. All more than capable on the big stage, but they've got to just get this ticking over. Well, in the other semi-final, Vakif Bank went down 3-0 to Fenerbahce last week away from home. It's the potential for an all-Turkish final. The Turkish women's clubs have played quite brilliantly in Europe this year. And Bozzetti with an error. It is just not happening for Igor Gorgonzola NOVARA at the moment. The 2019 champions in the pink and blue are staring at an exit in the semi-finals here in 2023. That's better from Bozzetti. But again, the caveat is we've seen a lot of matches over the years start with a 2-0 lead for one team and end up in a 5-set battle. There is no reason why this one can't go the distance still if Novara find their rhythm. It's a great pickup by Hande off the net. Boskovic with her first swing of the third set. Well defended by Simge. And not brilliant ball control from Novara. Well, the focus of attention tends to be on the hitters in big matches like this, and certainly Boskovic has had a good game. But I think Ognjenovic is doing a marvellous job, and I think Simge Akosh, the libero as well, setter and libero for Eczacibasi, have been the glue that has held this all together. Some errors creeping in from the home side. The latest from middle blocker Jack Kisal with the serve into the net. And Battistoni drills it long. There's a chance here. There's a slight shift in rhythm. Eczacibasi have not started this set particularly strongly. There's a chance for Novara to try and dig in and take this deep. And there's the woman that could make the difference. Great swing. But Karakurt just changing her angles there. Don't normally see her go this steep on the cross court. That's a fine swing off her Turkish compatriot, Hande Baladin. 6 apiece. Bozzetti once again getting the cat calls. Voronkova hammering for fun. Oh, she's had a great game. It's another terrific kill, this time out of the backcourt position. She's heading towards double figures on the point scoring. Was on 90 coming into this match. Nobody able to match Boskovic though on the Eczacibasi team at 132. And the serve errors continue. It's a second for Hande as we get right round to her rotation again. That's 2 errors in a row from the service line. Top scorer in the match is Karakurt, but she's not been able to improve much on her 196 points at the start of the game. Boskovic sorts it out. Novara have to keep the scoreboard ticking over. Side out's tremendously important for them in this third set. Mustn't let Boskovic and crew go on a service run. Yasemin Guveli then, middle blocker to serve next. And She goes long. I'll make that 5 serve errors in this third set already from Eczacibasi. So the service pressure they had in set 2 is not there in set 3 at the moment. Now, Karakurt needs to try and shut out the crowd. It's a good serve. And that's really good containment. Nice block from Kirikella. Boskovic out of system. Drills it onto Battistoni, and that's a brilliant hit. Really good from the Novara captain. And temporarily, the Italian club silenced the crowd here in Istanbul. Wonderful swing. Off the back of a good pressure serve. Can Karakurt do it again? She can. Beautiful pass, and another tremendous swing. Ognjenovic is toying with this Novara block. The 38-year-old Serbian playmaker Maja sends it wide, and there's plenty of seam for Veronkova to get herself another kill. Kaka says into the block. This is a big point here for Novara. You don't want to give it away. They've got another chance to attack. Where does Battistoni go now? On the reverse to Kirikella. Boskovic out of the back line. She can't put it down. Ognjenovic goes to her again. Brilliant setting and brilliant defence from Novara. Yet another massive rally. Boskovic, 3 in a row, gets blocked. Oh, wow. Oh, just brilliant from Simge Akosh. And quick thinking at the net from Jack Kisal. It's a massive hit into the block from Boskovic, but how about that awareness from the libero and the middle player? That is sensational. And the big point goes Eczacibasi's way. Danger here for Novara, with Boskovic at the service line. Karakurt, wonderful. First time they've given her a release ball on that pipe attack. And she's found the corner very nicely. Oh, that's a great hit. Well, that's an expression you will often see on the face of Ebrar Karakurt. She wears her heart very much on her sleeve. Although they don't have sleeves on the Novara vests. Caceres goes long. Well, what must Stefano Lavarini be thinking right now? The Novara coach knows that his team can still find a way back into this game. But it is likely to be via a couple of very nervy sets. Good serve. Fasino keeps it airborne. Bozzetti goes hard at the blocker's hands. She thinks she's got him. She has got him. What? Well, I thought I'd seen the blocker admit the touch there, and they're going to have to go to the TV screen. So it's a video challenge from Novara to see if this did catch the hands of the blocker. The Inspector Go-Go Gadget Arms theme tune generally played when it's a request for block touch. Did the arms and the fingers reach high enough? Looks like a wobble on the fingers there. It is. So they've managed to pin Sinead Japkisel's block. But Eczacibasi got a little bit of time to talk and a bit of a break between the points. 11 all then. On we go. Captain Kirikella to serve for Novara. Well, as many serve errors as Eczacibasi have made, Novara have equalled. They just can't get it. They just can't find that rhythm, that magic rhythm, Novara. And all it's going to take is for a couple of points from Eczacibasi from the service line, and the crowd will be back into it. Good shot from Danesi. Well, it remains an intriguing contest, and it remains a contest where all the outcomes are still a possibility. Beautiful again from Ognjenovic, opening up plenty of seams here for the hitters. Nice cover by Hande after not able to put the ball away initially, and Simge's got it into transition again. Battistoni goes middle, lovely pickup from Voronkova. Boskovic, oh, what a hit! Oh, that is just sensational. Have you ever seen anything like that? Eczacibasi making stunning pickup after stunning pickup, and then lashed ferociously cross-court. Both Voronkova and Simge making the defensive touches, Boskovic applying the finishing touch. And the Tigers fans in seventh heaven at the moment. Deep on Carcassez, Battistoni dragged away from the net, tough shot for Karakurt. Picked up by Ognjenovic. Boskovic off the block and out. She knew exactly what she wanted to do with that. Tried to get the blockers to set cross court and then worked it the other way. And that's that mini break Eczacibasi were looking for. Frustration for Karakurt and Novara. Very close to catching Boskovic, but not quite. Timeout called by Stefano Lavarini. First hint his team were in trouble in set 3.
Due cose, la Boskovic sta ancora attaccando tutto diagonale, adesso gli state lasciando parallelo, non basta, un po' di più, rischiamo un po' di più, soprattutto con la ferma. L'altra cosa, non c'è più il libero in battuta, sta facendo troppo bene, il collegamento ricevitore o ricevitore in uno. Via!
Well, I know there's a lot of knowledgeable fans watching our broadcast here on Eurovolley TV, and those of you that have played the game, those of you that have been on the bench when a performance like this has been underway will understand the frustrations there on the faces of the Novara substitutes. You can see a way into the match. You know that you've got the players to do the job, but you're having to wait in the wings and watch, and it's unlikely you'll get a chance to influence the game. Karakurt again. It's a nice hit, but it's very well defended. And that's a good block on Hande. So, just a couple of incidences here where Hande Baladin isn't quite making the plays. Can Novara make the most of that? Problem is, they'll also have Boskovic and Voronkova to deal with, and if they can't put a ball in court, they can't make ground on the service. They certainly can't turn the scoreboard over for those mini breaks they so desperately need. Now, Hande has made 2 serve errors in this third set. She needs to put this in. She does. Good pass from Fasino. Karakurt, right side, goes tip. Well picked up and straight back into the hitting window of Carcassez, who plants it on the floor. My goodness me, Novara are having to work tremendously hard for their points. That's a cracking pickup. All the stars on that Eczacibasi side of the net are working very hard to cause Novara problems, and that is a vicious hit. That's caught Danesi square, and the problem is the middle player running in fast to their defensive position. It kind of doubles the speed of the ball. Oh, wow. Well, that's what you call a Mikasa tattoo. And Anna Danesi will be reading the maker's name on her forehead in the bathroom mirror tomorrow. Good swing from Kirikella. But it's piecemeal at the moment. It's crumbs, it's bits and pieces from the Eczacibasi table that Novara are trying to survive on at the moment. Every time she comes to the line, there's a chance for Novara to change the direction of the match. Big hit, beautiful pass from Hande. And well defended by Battistoni off Boskovic. Karakurt into the block. and down. Karakurt seen off from the service line once again. How many more serves will she get in this match and in this set? And to follow her in this particular rotation comes Boskovic. Novara in serious trouble here in this match now. It's a great dig from Boskovic, plenty of height in this massive arena. Oh, she is brilliant, and what a dig from Bozzetti on the angle. Karakurt's put it wide. Not for the first time this evening. And she's having a tough game out there. And that's your job. When you're the opposite right side player, your job is to kill out of system balls. And at the moment, Boskovic is, Karakurt isn't. Timeout, Novara and Stefano Lavarini. Score at 18-15 to the home side. Well, I think he's done the right thing there. He went full blast at his team ahead of this third set. It was very much DEFCON 5 from Stefano Lavarini, but he's now calmed it down, and he's now going to let his senior players see if they can do the job here. 3-point lead, 18-15 as Eczacibasi. They lead the match by 2-0. And the serve error from Boskovic, but in reality, this Eczacibasi team are 7 points away from the CEV Champions League Super Final. Karpusez to try and influence things. It's a good serve, well picked off by Simge. Out of the back line, Boskovic is dug by Karakurt. It's clever play, but Bozzetti didn't get a runway to the ball. Boskovic comes out of a different angle and nails it right on the baseline. Every point now, every side out from Eczacibasi is a step closer to the super final. They've been brilliant tonight. Voronkova with the jump serve, hits it hard, Fasino passes, and Bozzetti goes as hard as she can cross court, but Simge picks her off, and Hand is still struggling. Still not getting that ball past the block, but it's not, at the moment, an issue, providing that Eczacibasi can keep finding their side outs. They don't need to win another point on their own serve. Keller, the captain, just double checking what the situation is. There's confirmation of the scoreline as it stands, with Novara waiting to see if they get the point here. It's a video challenge by Ferhat Akbaş, and I think he's just using this to slow things down. He's still got a couple of timeouts up his sleeve. And there's Voronkova having a good long word with her fellow wing spiker on that left side, Hande Baladin, who at the moment is just struggling to get past the block. Voronkova's had a dream game this evening. The Russian has barely missed. So the challenge is for a net touch here. Wow. Well, the foot shadowing the line, one of the feet is, but that's definitely a net touch, and it looks like it's touched while the ball is still in the air. If that's the case, Eczacibasi might be getting the point. Taking a good long look at this one. It was Ilaria Battistoni who lands and then falls into the net. Certainly looks like the heel of the shoe is shadowing the centre line, so that may not be a problem, and both teams think they won the point based on what they've seen on the big screen. The crowd certainly think this should be Eczacibasi's point, but it will be the referees and the video check official that make the decision, and they can't even hear each other. This is so loud, and Ferhat Akbaş is being told to return to his seat. He might get a card here if he's not careful. And they're going to have another look at this. Dramatic stuff, an emotional response from the coach, and second official can't communicate on the comms system. He has to shout into the ear of his first referee, Matthias Ewald, who just needs the decision to be confirmed. Which way is it going? Oh, it's gone Eczacibasi's way. It is a net touch by Novara. It's a brilliant, brilliant review. The video challenge, I think, was one of the assistant coaches. So block is good, and there's the net touch while the ball is still live by Ilaria Battistoni, bumped into the net by her own captain, Christina Kirikella. It's a bit of a let-off there for Eczacibasi, but it's going to look really good on the scoreboard now, and Julia Ituma is into the play. Well, I make it 20-16 for Eczacibasi. Oh, superb hit from the teenager. What an introduction to the game on for Ebray Karakurt. It's not been Karakurt's evening this evening. And that, what a way to reward your coach for sending you out onto the floor. Still, though, a mountain to climb for Novara as Eczacibasi get closer and closer to the big win. Good pass from Voronkova. Boskovic out of the back line. Beautiful dig from Kirikella. And Karakurt is off the block and away. And first real bit of emotion from the Cuban veteran. 2 points in it. And no surprise, Ferhat Akbaş calls the timeout. And having snuck a 4-point lead off the back of that video challenge, his team have given 2 straight back.
Second thing, Bodette is in front. She will hit the ball here or push to one. Okay, our side out is important. Their block is not so good. Okay, remember, Kirikella is a defense.
So really good, simple tactical coaching there from Ferhat Akbaş. He's just pointing out that they've not got the tallest block out on the floor, so try and go after the shorter blocker, which is Battistoni. In fact, it's Ituma that's out there, so they might work it on Bozzetti's side. He's also reminded them that Kirikella, the middle player, is the defender in back court at the moment in position 5. No libero on the floor, although Kirikella's just made a beautiful dig off the cross-court swing of Boskovic. Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Great timeout again from Ferhat Akbaş. And a disconsolate captain for Novara, Christina Kirikella, walks off court. That might be her last contribution to this match. 21-18 to the home side. Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul. Erkeç is in. Substitution for serve and defense. Ituma swings hard, but straight into the block. 22-18. Eczacibasi getting closer and closer to the prize, a place in the super final. What a stop from Hande Baladin. Monster block to restore the 4-point lead. On what has been a horrible night for Novara here in Istanbul. Eczacibasi have played so well. The service error, this time from the Turkish side. Erkeç comes off, Jakisar comes in. She will immediately switch with the libero, Simge Akos. She's had a brilliant game. Ilaria Battistoni at the service line. Karakurt is back on and in the front court. Can they save it? Brilliant. Hande makes the shot, not her cleanest hit, but the tempo was good enough to take the block and defense out of the equation. 23-18. 2 points required for a quite magnificent victory for Eczacibasi. Karakurt hammers it onto the line, but it matters not. Now, can they get Karakurt to the service line? Can they score a couple of points here and just keep it going round? This is going to be a mighty tight finish unless Eczacibasi keep their side out together. It's a poor pass, it's a free ball, Novara. Bozzetti to Battistoni, Battistoni to Karkases, she can't put it away. Nonchalant defence from Ognjenovic. But it's another chance to the Italian side. Karakurt out. That's been the story of the evening for Karakurt and Novara. Nothing has gone right for her this evening. Everything has gone right for Boskovic and Eczacibasi. It's been a precious night in Istanbul, and the home side have 4 match points for a place in the super final of the CEV Champions League. Handy serves. Novara to stay in the game. It's out. Now, are we going to see a challenge? Celebrations will be curtailed. Celebrations will be curtailed. There's a video challenge remaining for Novara. They're going to use it. I don't think it's about in or out from Bozzetti. I think it's about whether it touched the block, and prepare for things to absolutely go off here in the arena if this goes Eczacibasi's way. Did it touch the block? It did. It just caught the very outside of the fingertip on the left hand of Voronkova. We play on. Well, this will be a twist in the tail to end all twists if Novara can get themselves back into the match from here. Crowd don't like it, but the video doesn't lie. The camera doesn't lie. Novara's still in the match, still in the Champions League, but 3 attacks for Eczacibasi to finish it. Here's the first of them, Boskovic. It's down, it's over, and Eczacibasi have won a quite fantastic volleyball match in 3 straight sets. They beat Novara at home, and they go through to their second CEV Champions League super final. It's joy for Eczacibasi here in Istanbul. Well, that was an absolutely deafening roar from the crowd here in this incredible Burhan Felek volleyball arena. It's sporting gestures all around from the bench and the teams, but the Novara players out on court who were on the baseline a moment ago are absolutely blown away right now. They can't believe what has happened here. But Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul have done it again. Beaten 3-2 away from home, but they have thrashed Novara in 3 straight sets. 25-22, 25-12, 25-21. That is a clinical performance from this Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul team. It's a 3-0 win over Igor Gorgonzola NOVARA, and it's a place in the CEV Champions League Super Final. And this is how it happened, and appropriately, player of the night, Tijana Boskovic, puts another delicious Maja Ognjenovic set away. She's been a superstar tonight as the captain. But great performances as well from Simge Akosh at libero. Maja Ognjenovic, the Serbian veteran setter, was just superb, putting the ball on a plate for her attackers. And then on that left side, really good performances from Hande Baladin, but in particular from Irina Voronkova. And now the celebrations will continue into the evening here in this arena, and there's plenty to celebrate. That was a truly magnificent performance from this Eczacibasi team. There's the final tail of the tape, and Novara just could not get it going. The error count against them far too much. And Eczacibasi defended and defended and defended, but their side-out game and their transition kills were so special. Well, it's what the players live for, nights like this. Big games at home against massive opposition for a place either in a super final or to win the trophy. That is all ahead for Eczacibasi once again at the super finals in Turin. And who will they play? Vakifbank and Fenerbahce meet tomorrow. Fenerbahce 3-0 up in that one. That is going to be another terrific contest to decide who Eczacibasi will meet in the super final. But for now, it's all congratulations to the Turkish team. And there is the star of the moment once again. Tijana Boskovic was magnificent on the evening. Still got her duties to do. Got to sign the score sheet as the captain. And she signs off on a quite brilliant performance from this Eczacibasi team. There we go, no surprises. She's MVP, and as brilliant as her teammates played around her, somebody has to kill the ball. And as so often the case where Tijana Boskovic is concerned, if it's there and it can be hit, she will demolish it. Let's hear from the Eczacibasi coach.
Congratulations. Today, your birthday, I know. Today is your birthday, and what a birthday gift. What would you like to say about today? You are on the final.
It's my best birthday gift in my life. So thanks to all club, all players, all staff, all the persons in the club. It was a great match. So we are two teams in Turkish final Champions League. Something great. So let's make it until the end. Until the end. Thank you.
Thank you, coach.
Plenty for Turkish women's volleyball to celebrate, as you heard there from the birthday boy, Ferhat Akbaş. Happy 37th, incidentally, Ferhat. As you heard from him, it's something to celebrate, something to be proud of, but he wants his team to go all the way to the trophy. And you wouldn't bet against them in this form. They've been brilliant in the Turkish league. They've been brilliant in Europe. Just the one defeat in 5 sets to Novara last week. Other than that, they have been unstoppable. Well, the two Libros, Cina Chetene and Simge Akkoş, heading across to the crowd to celebrate, and plenty of Turkish internationals within this group of athletes to really enjoy the moment. And leading the cheers, Laura Herman, the Belgian middle blocker, along with Tijana Boskovic. Not able to get court time tonight, but Boskovic was just brilliant. Well, they'd have been building up to this all week, nervous about this game all week, but they knew what they had to do, and boy, did they deliver on the game plan to bring home the big win for coach Ferhat Akbaş and these adoring Eczacibasi fans here in the Burhan Felek Arena. Well, always important for the players to reward the fans. They know that. And that's why the players have gone straight across to celebrate with them, because the fans were a major factor tonight. The atmosphere here in this arena was just incredible. Deafening at times. Coaches could barely make themselves heard. The referees certainly struggling to communicate, such was the volume. And that's what these big games are all about. That's what they should be like. And yet again on the European stage, world-class volleyball has been delivered by these two teams. But Eczacibasi on the evening, the victorious team with a really clinical and perfectly executed game plan. Marjanovic there, probably not far away from the MVP, I would say. After a terrific performance tonight. Once again, the Serbian playmaker putting it on the plate, and the club officials coming down to congratulate Ferhat Akbaş and his team for a magnificent win. Well, just staying on a little while longer to watch these Eczacibasi players enjoy themselves. The super final beckons against either Vakif Bank or Fenerbahce. At the moment, I don't think they care who they're playing. They're just delighted to be through a very tricky contest against this Novara team that beat them in 5 sets last week, but it's a 3 straight sets victory tonight. Novara just didn't fire. Kurt couldn't find a way into the game. And the 2 left side players, Karkases and Bozzetti, were very quiet as well, and Kirikella and Danesi, for all of their blocking brilliance, just couldn't create enough points. Well, there we go, another exceptional night of European women's volleyball. And from the point of view of the Turkish League and the Turkish Federation, and once again, their teams have been exceptionally strong, and it will be for the 5th time in the Champions League final since its inception. It will be an all-nation final. 2 Turkish teams will definitely be involved. That's the first time it's happened, though, for anything other than Italian teams. The previous 4 have always been inter-Italian club matches to decide it. This time around, though, it's going to be an all-Turkish affair to decide the CEV Champions League Super Final. Great moments for the players. So we're just waiting around to see if we pick up another interview. We may not. Might just be a chance to let the players, like the youngsters down there, enjoy themselves. I wonder if we will see them on an international volleyball court in years to come. She was good tonight. Irina Voronkova was really excellent and held up that left side very well, gave perfect support to Tijana Boskovic in terms of her attacking, but her passing was good tonight as well, and her serving was tough to deal with. Well, there we go. It was always a possibility that Eczacibasi would turn it on at home, and turn it on they did. Afterburners all the way to take down Igor Gorgonzola NOVARA in 3 straight sets. It was an impressive performance. Eczacibasi Dynavit ISTANBUL win by 3 sets to 0. They win the semi-final, and they go through to an all-Turkish super final to decide this year's Women's CEV Champions League. Thanks for your company here on Volley TV this evening. From me, Simon Golding, I'll say goodbye.